Uh, can I also be spotlighted? All right. There we go. All right. So, how many of you here want more LinkedIn followers? I see any hands. Anybody raise your hands? Okay. Let me ask you why. Why? Well, it's because we've been told that followers equal visibility. And visibility means that people will see your content, they'll DM you, and they'll book a call, right? Yeah. And all the gurus say to get visibility, you need to post valuable content every day. So we do. But let me ask you this. To those of you who are actively posting on LinkedIn every day, I want you to raise your hand if you're actually getting regular DMs from people who want your product or service. I'm looking pretty hard. I don't see anybody. Yeah, that gap between what we're told should happen and what's actually happening is what I want to talk about today. I'm Coach Lee. You all know me. I'm a social connections coach, and I've had my business for 5 years. And normally I don't talk about this kind of stuff. But I want to tell you the truth about something that nearly had me shut my business down. I couldn't get leads. For years, to build my business, I did what everyone told me to do: go to networking events, be helpful, build relationships, and then, like magic, people would refer business to me. And you know what happened? Almost nothing. I was showing up, I was building connections, but barely anyone referred me. Instead, they made introductions to people who had synergy. They weren't interested in my services. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, okay, maybe more visibility. I'll post on LinkedIn every day, like they say. And I did. But again, crickets. Maybe you felt that too, huh? You post something valuable, it gets 30 views, one like, zero comments. You're showing up, but nobody's watching. I've been there for years. And if you're struggling with this, I want to help you change that. So after years of doing everything right and getting nowhere, what I decided to do was treat LinkedIn like a research project. You see, I'm autistic, and one of my strengths is pattern recognition. In my former life, I was an automation expert and a data analyst. I know how to track numbers, test variables, spot what's working and what's actually not. So I spent 2 full years experimenting. Every post, every comment, every click, I followed the big creators, I examined their posts, I tracked it all. And what I discovered helped me build a system that gets me 2 to 3 warm leads on my calendar every week. Raise your hand, drop some comments if that's something you would like. You would like to know how to do. Yeah, I want to help. So let me show you the first move that brought me real visibility. The first thing was commenting with intention. Now, here's the myth that I want to break right now. You don't need to post every day to be seen. What you do need to do is show up where your ideal clients are already looking. The biggest shift in my visibility came not from posting, but from commenting. One thoughtful comment that I wrote got me 21,000 impressions. 21,000 impressions. Now, let me say that again. I said one comment, 21,000 impressions. And I'm willing to bet if you've been posting daily and barely crossing 30 views, that's like miraculous. It felt like that to me. But why is that? Why are comments more powerful? It's because comments ride the wave of posts that are already being seen. When you leave a thoughtful comment, something real, people stop and wonder, who is this? And they click and they look at your profile and discovery starts. It's fast, it's free, and it actually works. Now, maybe you've tried this. Some of you maybe have tried the comments and you're like, maybe this hasn't worked for me. Maybe it won't work for me. It's because you're leaving comments in the wrong places. Point two, you don't belong on your networking partner's posts. Don't comment on them if they don't have your ideal audiences. If they're not riding the wave and bringing in comments already, then you're just kind of talking to each other in a room. That 21,000 impressions was not random luck. It was intentional. I didn't just comment anywhere. I commented strategically. I want you to think about it this way. LinkedIn has over 8 billion users, but only 1% actually post. Everyone else, they scroll quietly. No likes, no comments, but they're watching. And the algorithm sees it. Faith just said she saw 600 impression the other day. Really awesome. But the algorithm sees it. So some of them are scared to engage because their coworkers or clients follow them. So they don't hit like. You really don't know who's looking. They don't comment, but they will navigate to your profile if they see your comment. They will follow you if they see your comment. They will visit your website or check out your content. Your comment matters. So this is what you're going to do. This is an action step for number 2. Your comment matters. Build a visibility list. Create 10 to 15 creators or pages that your ideal clients already follow. Instead of posting and hoping people see me, now I go to where people are actually looking and I show up in the comments. I say, hey, you didn't expect to see me here. Here's something thoughtful and brilliant. And they follow me back to my page. Every day, I open that list and I pick a few posts and I leave thoughtful comments. It stacks. Every day, your name shows up again and again and again. It builds recognition and trust way faster than posting alone. And you can start doing this today. Hop off this call and do it today. Now, let's talk about content because if you're leading them back to your page and they click on your profile and you have no content, then what? Well, the answer is still not creating a daily post. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. But you do need content. So here's what I recommend you do. You don't have to create content from scratch, but you do want people to see who you are. Because when someone clicks on your comment, lands on your page, they're wondering two things. One, is this someone I want to follow? Two, do they get what I'm going through? You might be tempted to create a post. Again, you don't have to. Instead of spending hours creating that perfect post that gets only 30, 40 views, curate content that aligns with your values. Curate content that aligns with your values. Take a post that you agree with from a bigger creator that your audience follows. Repost it with 1 to 2 lines about why it matters to you. At least 1 to 2 lines about why it matters to you. This is very powerful. One, you save all the time and energy of creating the post yourself, but you're also doing 3 things at once. First, you're showing people what you believe in when they enter your page, when they hit your page. 2, you're speaking to your audience's pain point. Add a little bit of flair. I'm like this creator, but I also have my own thoughts. 3, you're building rapport with the creator whose post you're amplifying. So that person who you reshared or reposted, they see your content. They see that you are supporting them and you build a rapport with them. And their followers also see that you've reposted, which is pretty cool. It's a win-win all around. You get credibility, you get visibility and connection without spending hours to write that perfect content. I don't know how many tears I've cried trying to create that perfect content. When you put all 3 of these things together, commenting strategically, creating that visibility list, and reposting content, You start being visible in the right places to the right people. And that's the kind of visibility that matters. That's the kind that makes money. LinkedIn really requires a strategy. If you post daily and aren't getting any traction, this is going to help you. Now, to sum this up, everything I shared today is just the beginning. These three moves will get you seen, but the real traction that comes from what you say when people land on your profile. The real traction comes from when people say what you say when people land on your profile, how you guide the conversation, and how you pitch. If you are not DMing people, you are doing something wrong. You're not going to get clients. People are just going to come to you. They need to be invited to have a conversation. I teach all this stuff inside of my full training, the LinkedIn Connect to Client Method Masterclass. So it'll be held on Friday, August 22nd at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You'll walk away with a complete system you can use to start using that same day to get 2 to 3 warm leads a week on your calendar. So if you're interested in this, I'll drop the PDF of everything I just talked about so I know you're taking notes, but you can also reference that PDF. Scroll down to the bottom and click to sign up for this hour class. Thank you. Now let's do the Q&A. Applause for me. Applause for me, of course.